sharing that. I want to dive into my next question, which is, we've talked a little bit about the problems and the motivation, like what got you started. I'd love to know a little bit about, so what are the solutions that you're kind of building? So your respective organizations, like what have you learned, where maybe you could share where you failed or where you've had realization. So I'd love to know like what kind of progress you've made and what you've learned and if you had to change. So
Sure. So let me tell you a bit more about Cage. How we function is we provide a dialogue series which are hosted by the Consulate General of Canada in Chandigarh and chaired by leading gender expert Dr. Renuka Dagar. So we're really built on the shoulders of some really, really smart people, some intellectuals. Our participants come from across all sectors spanning art, media, culture, legislation. And we have had a great response in building this community. We have a small but robust group of around 30 advocates now working with us. These include people like UNDP Haryana head, Vikas Verma, Indian Express editor Raj Garewal, former mayor Harjinder Kaur, and media people, academia, civil society members from across different stakeholders from across many sectors. So the platform provides ground for capacity building and has resulted in various offshoots and partnerships. This is our USP. And just to give you an example, some of the topics we've taken up during these dialogues include folklore through the gender lens, since you were talking about songs in the opening of your dialogue here. We had filmmaker Diljit Ami and author Sukoon Singh come in and they deconstructed gender concepts, stereotypes, and unwritten rules of behavior and power relations that underpin the folklore of Punjab, such as Mirza Sahiba and Jugni. So in another session, we had Ritika, who is an anthropologist working on sexuality and space studies at ISL Mohali. She threw light on the largely invisible and camouflaged identity of the queer community in Chandigarh. So the idea behind Cage really is to provide this platform for folks like these, to come on board, talk about their work, and build community around and help each other. My personal major learning through this whole process has been that we all write off Punjab, this region, way too easily. The actual fact on ground is that there's a lot of talent. I've seen it. I've interacted with so many folks here, and I'm blown away with every interaction. And it's just sad that people, just because these platforms don't exist, people think there's no talent here. And and the work we do at Cage is, in some sense, trying to change that. And it's really good to see you doing this with Bold Punjab as well. And just to build on this experience, as we're seeing right here, the work Manu's doing with CYLP, the sort of programming he's put together, the platform Amitos is putting together, and of course Amy, who I'm a huge fan of, who's also one of our inspirations for starting Cage. The kind of work she's done where she got the infamous Gary route of Chandigarh changed to Azadi route. She and I also...
That will go down in history. That is on Wikipedia. I will edit the Wikipedia page for that.
Yeah, so, and we've worked together, Amy and I, last year. We did an event for reclaiming public spaces together. She came and spoke. She's obviously spoken at Cage as well. She's a member, but we also did a session on commemorating the OG Indian Punjabi feminist Amrita Pritam last year. And we did a poetry in the park session at the Rose Garden, where we had this incredible poetry of hers and others read out.
Yeah. Look, thanks so much. I might pause you there because I'm going to come back because I'm conscious with time as well. I'm going to keep it moving. Sure. But I'll come back to you because I'll have some more questions on that later. I guess, Amy, do you want to share a little bit about the solution, how your poetry is working and anything else that you're working on? I know Amy's always working on a few things. It's like,
when I started this, I think the biggest challenge or issue that I had to face was not just overcoming my own fears, or the societal stigma of being a performing women in public spaces. I think it was also the mindset, the patriarchal mindset of in general. So, but the thing with that, what I realized is that it takes time. So once you step out, you do something, later on people see, they want to be in it, they want to do that same thing again. However, it takes time. And even though you know that you have sort of had their attention and you've made your point and you also have them in agreement with you, it doesn't really work that way. It takes a lot of time from that agreement with you, or understanding that okay, yes, women also belong in public spaces, to actually coming on the road to support them or to be a woman in public place. So that, I think, that was something that I really struggled with for a very long time. But eventually we came around, at least in Chandigarh, because once you are at it and with persistence you keep working on something, it comes around. So it came around, but it took its time. And that I think was one of the biggest challenges I faced. I would not go ahead and say changing somebody's mindset, but actually uh, letting them feel so empowered that they could come up and do the same thing, that it was not just me being trying to do something different, spearheading something, but it was then like a collective movement which we all believed in and participated.
And I
Yeah,
remember
thank you.
yesterday, people spoke very highly. I have just one question. How many people show up for your poetry readings in the Rose Garden?
So initially it was very small number of people, like started from what, like 3-4 people would come up, to actually 100 people. And the event that happened with the Amrita Pritam, that her poetry that Daman was just talking about, it was almost about 80-90 people that came up for that event also. So it's now in hundreds. Now we do public performances and it's many people show up. Yeah.
That's amazing. When I visited Chandigarh, everyone said, Amy is Chandigarh's sweetheart. I remember I went to TEDx event and you got me sort of VIP tickets because they were all wanting you to be there. And you couldn't go that day, but you gave me your ticket. But I remember the folks at Infosys, I think they're here today too, they spoke very highly of you and the work you're doing. And, you just keep going. What I think is amazing, there's 3-4 people, you're like, so what? I will show up and I will keep reading poetry until more people.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Very phenomenal, the resilience, the persistence. That is something that I really admired. Thanks, Amy. I might be over to you, Amitoz. Do you want to tell us a bit more about, I guess, the solution you're building, Space Jam, how it's going right now?
Sure. So, basic thing that we learned is understanding the pain points of a startup. So that's the main thing for us, to understand where a startup struggles at what stage. So there was this company that joined us about 2 years ago called StudyDekho.com, and with a sole founder, single founder, Saurabh Bansal. He joined us, and a very typical case, he did not know how to draft contracts with his clients. He did not know how to hire people. He did not know how to how to protect his technology, his ideas. All he knew was about his business model and about his market, and that's what he's supposed to know at that stage. So he came to us, and he was like, I need some help, else I'm gonna go out of business. I need some help. So that's where we started. We realized an ecosystem, the importance of an ecosystem. So working with Saurabh, StudyDekho.com, we expanded our services to helping startups in legal services, in CA, chartered accountant, making companies, in contract drafting, in all the other stuff. And now just working with Saurabh over the years, he's expanded to a team of 20 people, and he's raising funds. And he's doing great. So a journey with Saurabh helped us realize, the exact pain points of a startup. And there are many stories like him that we've met those startups, and it's just that we need to replicate this model more. Right now, we are just able to house, say, about 40 companies, but there are many other kids over here that want these kind of facilities, and we just cannot cater to everybody. So what we need to do in Chandigarh is that replicate this model more. A lot of people are opening co-working spaces, but it's just the name. There is no spirit inside of creating an ecosystem. A lot of people are just selling off the spaces. So the spirit of an ecosystem needs to be built that is designed around helping a startup where they need us the most.
Yeah.
So that's what I realized in my journey, and that's what we're working on. Uh, COVID has hit us, so this is a new thing that we're
we'll
working on.
we'll get to that. We'll get to the impact of COVID, but I want to talk a little bit about success. So obviously Space Jam is up and running. And how long have you been running Space Jam for now?
It's been about 4 years now.
4 years. And in terms of capacity as a co-working space, have you found the demand has met, or you've filled the demand?
Yeah, I mean, we get so much demand. We expand. We just had we had 60 seats initially. We expanded to 250 seats. We are still expanding, but the whole thing in mind is that we incubate startups for free. Say we take about 60% clients pay us, and 40% clients we just incubate them for free.
Mm-hmm.
In order to do that, we need business, and we need more space. We need more people on board. I mean, now there are about 20 more co-working spaces in Chandigarh too that are doing a great job. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much one thing which is lacking in Chandigarh is the funding. We can give them an ecosystem, but if the fuel of a startup is funds. If we cannot provide them funds, they will not last, because the game of a startup is they have to burn money initially. They cannot just start looking for profit. And the biggest problem we face in
to
Chandigarh.
get started, right, to scale out, it's
Yeah.
there's models, but yeah, no, I totally understand what you're saying. No, thanks for sharing that. I might jump quickly to Simranpreet, and then I have some more questions for you as well. I should just mention Amy has messaged me. She's had some technical issues and some other things come up, so she has had to drop off. But I will jump to Simranpreet now.
Yeah. So Daisy, the Punjab Youth Leaders Program is a platform for young people from anywhere who are keen on ensuring that every child in rural Punjab gets the right kind of atmosphere to be able to realize his or her full potential, right? And while working towards this front, the intention is to really create a community of young change makers, right, who really understand what the issues are on the ground, who have a very deep sense of understanding and are connected to the ground. At the same time, who have the required leadership skills to be able to do something, about the issues that they become aware of. And finally, that these people have like a very strong ecosystem around them of people, like Amitosh was, repeatedly mentioned about the power of ecosystem. That people who are like invested in their success, who are people who are invested in the ideas that these young people come up with. So that's really what Punjab Youth Leaders Program is.
What does that look like in terms of
Yeah.
people? You said people who are invested in these young people's ideas. What do you mean by that? What does investment look like? Because investment can be, so many things, right?
Correct. So, it's primarily, I would say, the, most important currency is time, right? People who are willing to give time to these people. And I think once that happens, I think many other things will eventually, start happening from there. Because these are people who have, who are committing to bring change to where it is needed the most, where Punjab is struggling right now. And now I think it's almost like moral responsibility for, people around to be able to support these young people in their endeavor of the aspirations they have for Punjab, and how, the role that we can play in they achieving their own aspirations.
Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing that. I think we've got some great audience questions as well. So I'm going to get to them. Don't stress. Some of you I've responded to in the audience questions. If you want to say them live, I'll make you a panelist just to our audience. If you prefer, I can ask them for you. So for the ones I've picked, I think I've sent you a message.